Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're going to be doing a character review and discussion for R5-D4, the lovable droid that most recently appeared in the third season of The Mandalorian. But for the OG longtime fans, we know that's not R5's first appearance in Star Wars. No, R5 actually started out as being the first option for the Lars family when they were purchasing droids from the Jawas back in the original Star Wars movie. They had to choose between R2D2 and R5-D4, and they initially chose R5. And what happened was that R5 had a bad motivator and basically blew up and was of no use to Luke and Owen and Beru Lars. So they opted to go with R2D2 instead, along with C3PO, which set in motion the events of the Star Wars original trilogy. So while he played a small role in the original trilogy, R5 actually plays a very important role because the things that were supposed to happen would not have happened had he not shown that he had a bad motivator at that very moment. So the Force works in mysterious ways, but I'm really happy that R5 got a little bit of redemption. He was brought back in The Mandalorian Season 3, where he is owned by Pelimato, who gives him to the Mandalorian to give him a companion droid, someone to help him navigate on Mandalore. And it's here that we learn a little bit more about R5's personality, where he's kind of the opposite of R2 in the fact that he is very cowardly and timid. He's not really built for adventure, despite being advertised as such. But through Mando's trust and encouragement, and Grogu as well, R5 becomes a crucial part of the Mandalorian's journey to reclaim Mandalore. He investigates the atmosphere of the planet. He ultimately has to help Den get through the Imperial base. So he has a really good redemption arc there, and he kind of learns to become a little bit of a hero in his own right. And astromech droids are really cool, and there's not a lot of them in Star Wars that have, a lot of storylines or, really unique personalities. And I think that's what made R5 interesting to get to see him come back and actually have a personality. And it makes so much sense, as him being kind of the polar opposite of R2D2. And R2 is undoubtedly very brave and has been in a lot of battles in a lot of situations, whereas R5 is kind of experiencing that for the first time. And he really steps up to the occasion, and he, really comes through. And he is an instrumental part of the defeat of Gideon and the reclamation of Mandalore. So I'm going to give R5 a 6.9 out of 10. A relatively small role in the grand scheme of things, but still a very important part of the Star Wars universe. And his inclusion in Mando Season 3 was one of my favorite parts of that season. Just love that they brought him back and gave him something to do beyond just being that useless droid that blew up from the original trilogy. So, yeah, going to be a 6.9 for R5, and that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you watching. As always, hit that subscribe button, it helps out the channel a lot. Let me know what you think in the comments below. May the force be with you. Well, let's blow up that like button and go home.